Being an educator is something that I've always known was in my DNA. I knew that because you know how people would always ask you when you grow up, what are you going to be when you're going to grow up? What are you going to be? My answer was always a teacher. So with that, as my college and professional careers developed and intertwined and intersected, I discovered quite by accident that there is an incredible power in the moving image, and that power is to engage and inform audiences. With this idea in mind, 20 years ago, myself and my dear friend and colleague, Catherine Bowser, founded a film series entitled Creatively Speaking. It's dedicated to changing the cultural narrative about women and people of color actively perpetuated in today's mainstream media. One of the projects I'm currently working with is called Black Women in Medicine. It's directed by New School Media Studies alum, Crystal Emery, and it is a documentary that is the first of its kind, highlighting the tremendous accomplishments of Black women doctors since our entry into the profession in 1864. How many people knew that there were Black women in medicine agency? I know I didn't know until I started working on this project. The main objective of this film and the accompanying educational outreach component is to address the lack of representation of Black women doctors in the field, particularly in relationship to our demographics, and in the process, encourage more young people to pursue careers in the medical field. In February 2015, Creatively Speaking co-presented the unprecedented series Tell It Like It Is, Black Independence in New York City, 1968 to 86, in collaboration with the Film Society of Lincoln Center and my dear colleague, Jake Perlin. This program included major works by some of the greatest filmmakers of this or any era in cinema. During this time, New York-based Black independent activist filmmakers created an exciting body of work despite the lack of support and frequent suppression of creative expression. Many of these works had rarely been seen, if ever, for the last 40 plus years. This series was recently acknowledged for its accomplishments with the receipt of a prestigious Film Heritage Award from the National Society of Film Critics. It was indeed an honor and a privilege to receive such an award. More recent scholarly and professional interests focus on working with media makers from throughout the Caribbean, helping to expose their amazingly creative work to broader, more diverse global audiences outside of the Caribbean region. One of these films is Art Connect by Mikel Galofre. In a brief 60 minutes, we see young people's lives transformed before our eyes. In the 6-week immersion course in the arts, this group of young people learn dance, music, spoken word, and produce their own video diaries. What we learn from this film and others like it is that if these remarkable young people can make these connections for themselves purely through the act of self-expression, then we as adults should commit to finding the means necessary so that all young people can experience this same commitment. As you can see, connecting through media makes bridging generations, beliefs, and geographic divides all possible, and in the process, we can, in fact, change the cultural narrative. Thank you.